Hey everyone, I'm Evan and this is Fishing Life 101. And today we are going to be going fishing for carp here in a few hours. Now you might be wondering what we're going to use as bait for carp, since carp typically don't bite the same baits that we normally use, like worms or fish or artificial lures. So the first thing we're going to do today is get some bait ready. So I'll show you guys what I normally use for carp fishing and why I choose the bait that I do. The bait that we're going to be using today is a form of a pack bait. It's pretty common for using for carp. I'll show you what it is. The ingredients for the pack bait today will be jello, breadcrumbs, and sweet corn. And this isn't exact science to how much you mix it, but you're just gonna want a consistency. So you'll have a bucket, pour some breadcrumbs in, jello. I normally use red jello for this. You don't have to dump the whole package in, especially if you're not going to make a whole lot the first time. Now with the sweet corn, you're going to want to dump some of the juice off in a cup so you can change the consistency later if it needs to be thicker or thinner depending on how it feels, and we'll get to that in a minute. Now you're just going to dump some of this in here. We'll try about a half of a can at first. Then we'll pour some of the juice in too. Then you're just going to want to mix it around. And what you're going to want is it to stay together some and not fall apart. That's going to be a little bit too moist, so we're just going to add some more breadcrumbs in it. Then we'll stir it around again. One tip on making this bait, like this pack bait or ponko bait, whatever you want to call it, is to make it outside, because it's surprisingly a very strong smell whenever you put the sweet corn and the jello together. So I would really advise on making it outdoors. You're gonna want it to stick together in a ball about like that. That's gonna be about the right consistency. We now have Daxton. And what are we gonna do today, Daxton?
Go carp fishing!
He's been thinking about that all day, he told me earlier. I really hope we're gonna get to go today though, because the clouds are pretty dark up there. I know the GoPro doesn't show it real well, but it's starting to rain a little bit now. We just had a huge lightning strike. So we're hoping that we can go today and that we don't have to postpone this till tomorrow morning. Well, it's still raining right now, but I think we're gonna go out and get all of our stuff set up and we'll just sit in the truck and watch it. I don't think this rain's going anywhere.
So what we're using here today is a hair rig. The top of this is just using like a Carolina rig. You're going to have your inline weight down to a bead and then a swivel. Then beyond that, you're going to have the leader, and then that's going to go to a hair rig, which I'm going to explain that more in a future video. The nice thing about this setup is that you can buy all of this gear at your regular tackle store. You're just going to put the pack bait on the method lead or the inline lead like we have here, and you're going to tuck the hair rig in, and then you'll be throwing that out. In the future too, I will be having method leads that their leads and their shape different. They can do the same job as this, but they'll hold the pack bait a little bit better, and then that will allow you to cast out further without worrying about the pack bait flying off.
The first catch from here, a little crappie. Really not a bad sized crappie, but not a keeper size or anything. The carp fishing really hasn't done too well. I think it's about as bad of a day as you get for a carp. Hey guys, so we've been here for a few hours and it really wasn't the fishing that we were hoping for. Normally whenever we come here you see carp jumping all over the place, just the surface of the water, you see them all the time. It rained pretty hard here though, and it was kind of a cold rain, and I think that really drove the carp away. So I think we're gonna have to pick this one up tomorrow. It's now day 2 of our carping adventure. Now we gotta make more bait. We've got a little more time today, so we're gonna go ahead and use a whole can of corn. There's the first fish of the day, guys. A little pumpkin seed that Daxton caught, or maybe that's a long-eared sunfish. Almost looks, I don't know, I think it's a long-eared sunfish. The ear looks kind of long on them. They're kind of hard to tell which one's which, though.
Daddy, I can't believe I got a little pumpkin seed.
You just caught that on a bobber and worm, just reeling it in.
Fish that caught on shore.
Mm-hmm.
Why, Woody?
We got a bite on one of them here.
Now you can say it and I
Not a real big fish. I just had the drag set way down. Do you have the net, Daxton?
It's over here. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, wait.
Yeah, that's a carp. Here, step off of here. That'll be our first carp, guys. Pull them in over here, Daxton.
You can't free over.
Try to pull them in over here. Keep on reeling. Go down and reel. Pull them back. That's a nice looking carp, really. Okay, now reel down. Yeah. Reel down.
What's called? You haven't caught.
Yep, pull them over here.
What's called?
Oh, you saw the net. Yep, get him a little closer. Oh, nope. Got some fight left, doesn't he?
Oh. What's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a called. Does it have the ball belt?
Yep.
Let me see.
Okay, guys.
What's
Oh,
called of the
And yeah, it puts them. That's the purpose of the hair rig. You see how it's just right in the corner of his mouth.
first call?
Okay, now we're gonna weigh him. 5.82 on the net, so that means that he's 4.5 pounds, right? Just a hair over 4.5 pounds. This has been a great day fishing so far. First one of the day. Okay, let's go let him out. You can hold him in the Hold on. Looks like a good one, guys. Okay, you pull them in. Keep reeling. That's what we got, guys. That's catch number 2. Hold on, little guy. Ow. Little guy hurts. Well, no carp, but number 2, red ear slider. That might be the first red ear slider I've ever gotten. A little leech on him. He's gonna bite me.
It's a week.
Bye, little buddy. Huh? No way. There he is. Little copper snake. We see these little guys all the time here. Ah, it got off. A carp.
Yay! Hey, hey, hey!
I know.
Are these sticker bushes?
I don't know. He's right there, Eli. Put the net in and get him. Oh.
I feel him. What the?
Right there. Here, let me get him, Eli. I don't want to get him beaten up in the rocks. No. Here, pull him right. He got off. Dang it. So the second carp today, it was actually about the same size as the first carp, I think. But unfortunately, as you saw in the video, we didn't get to land them. But overall, it was a great trip. And this was the first time that we've really targeted carp at this lake. So we were happy to see that there was we knew that there was quite a few there, but that they were biting on this bait too. So this is going to be a lake that we're definitely going to go back to in the future for carp. And we look to do more carp videos in the future. And we're going to go over the hair rig, like the rigs that we use for them, more the other baits that we can use, and just get more in depth into carp fishing too. And carp are a species that are not targeted very hard in America in general. So they might provide a very good fishing opportunity for some of you guys that have carp in your area, because likely they're not targeted very hard. It seems like that's more of a European thing, and for whatever reason, not much of an American thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video today. Don't forget to click like on the video if you liked it, and please consider subscribing. And until next time, guys, see ya.